Hey guys, how's it going? I can't believe that I'm on here again doing this. I mean, especially today, I was just so stressed even finding the time to record this. But I think that tells you a lot about how much I adore this actor, Tatsuya Nakadai, a legend of Japanese cinema, has died at the age of 92. And this really is huge because he really was, I'd say, besides Toshiro Mifune, the face of Japanese cinema. At least in its golden age, when you had all the legendary auteurs like Akira Kurosawa working with actors like Nakadai here. And I just think that, he was such a tremendous, tremendous talent, such a amazing range. I recently have gone through a lot of his movies. I ended up watching the Human Condition trilogy earlier this year. And I truly think that he should have won an Oscar for that first movie. He is absolutely amazing. The amount of emotional depth that he carried on his face throughout all his performances, but especially in the Human Condition. I mean, it is just one of the most mesmerizing and just fully embodied performances I've ever seen. And he really is an actor who I think definitely isn't the most well-known amongst a Western audience, but if you are familiar with world cinema at all, especially Japanese cinema, you know that this guy is just, virtually unparalleled in every single way. And I definitely feel that, as much as, he's great in classics like Akira Kurosawa's High and Low, or Ron. I mean, he plays the father in Ron, which is crazy to think that, he's still alive, up until now. But I really think it's the work he did with Masaki Kobayashi, like the Human Condition trilogy, like Harakiri, which is also incredible. I need to rewatch that, definitely after his passing. This guy just had such a titanic career. I mean, it spanned over 70 years. I mean, that's nothing to scoff at. And he was just so committed to his craft at every step of the way. He had such a presence to him. He was such a, handsome guy to really scream movie star, through and through. And I just, it's amazing that we were able to spend this long with Nakadai in his career, because not many people make it that long to 92. So while this isn't necessarily the most shocking death of the year or anything like that, I mean, it's certainly one of the most monumental, because this is like a whole era of Japanese cinema. Like, the era of Japanese cinema that we remember most fondly is just kind of gone out the window. And when you really sit and think about that, that's a lot to take in. Even though I know we're so far removed from it at this point and have been enjoying these movies for decades. But yeah, Tatsuya Nakadai was a very, very special actor. Almost a once-in-a-generational talent that you don't see too often. And I think that even a lot of modern-day actors aren't capable of carrying as much emotional weight and nuance and depth to their performances as he did on screen. He was just a tremendous, tremendous actor, and I really think that if you haven't seen him in anything, you really got to go out of your way to watch some of these movies, especially the Human Condition trilogy. It comes with my highest recommendations. It's one of the greatest film trilogies in history that not a lot of people talk about, but those who do really, really love it. I mean, all the movies are rated 4.5 or higher on Letterboxd, so if that tells you anything about just how great they are. But I really do think, as much as, credit is owed to Kobayashi, especially for kickstarting his career, it's really Nakadai who keeps you glued in every step of the way. And, I just want to thank you, Nakadai-san, for such an incredible body of work and a presence that will always linger in the history of cinema. I know that your work will be continued to be appreciated and studied for years. So I'm glad that we had the opportunity to get to be in the same world as you at the time that you were alive. And safe travels, and thank you once again for everything that you gave us.